Yeah, so I'm getting ready to paint some flat ceiling, interior ceiling flat is what it's called. Interior ceiling flat. Can you see that? Yeah, right there. And ultra pure white. This comes directly from the Home Depot. You don't have to put any color in it. All you have to do is shake it. Make sure if you see it on the shelf, don't just pick it up. You know, have them shake it, because you'll be glad you did. Because if there's something on the shelf that's been sitting there for a while, you don't know. You may come and it might be lumpy or might have some other stuff in there, and then you've got to mix it and mix it and mix it, and maybe it's still not going to come out as good. You're still going to have lumps in it. You may have to strain your paint because they didn't shake it at the store. Just have them shake it. And I'm going to end up doing a few ceilings before I leave here, before I go back to Home Depot, because I've got to get some other paint. And so I thought I'd just do a nice little small ceiling, see if this is going to cover in one coat. Because I'm not quite sure if it's going to cover in one coat, because this is a tan, beige color, and I'm not quite sure. So I want to have enough time to put the paint on and then go do something else, let it dry, and then kind of look at it. You know, if it's still sunny outside, kind of look at it, or bring my construction light in here and kind of look at that. Or if I have any questions, have Momi come over here and say, okay, this is one coat. Are you going to be okay with that? And then maybe put a little bit extra on with the paint roller in the corner or something. Say that's 2 coats. You know what I'm saying? As a patch or something. I'm having a feeling I may have to paint this twice. I'm not quite sure. Okay, but before I actually get into the paint, I've got to take down my smoke alarm. See that? I don't want to cut around that. I want to take that down. It doesn't really take very long to take it down. The power's on to it because I see the little green light, and I happen to know which breaker it is in the garage. If you're not quite sure, you can have somebody back and forth. Is that the one? Is that the one? No, yeah, no. Okay, there it is. And you do it cell phone to cell phone or something, so you don't have to scream all the way through the house or something. You could also take those out with the power. You just have to pull the little end clip off, and it should be okay. I've done it before, but I don't really like doing it with having hot wires, even though it has a little connection, because if you hold it just right or just wrong, you might get shocked. Okay, so the first thing I got to do before I paint this ceiling is do that. Actually, before I paint the ceiling, the first thing to do is go around, and I took my broom, I swept it all down. I swept all the ceilings down, the walls down, get the cobwebs off. You'd be surprised after who knows how many years that your walls and ceilings have not been wiped off, have not been painted. Maybe it's been 7 or 8 years, and you start brushing down your ceilings. You'll be surprised at all the stuff that comes down in your face. Okay, same thing with your walls and on top of your door frames. You know, so I did all of that, wiped down the top edge of the baseboards and did all that kind of stuff. And then I looked at this with the light on, got my construction light up here, saw if there's any little globs of anything that needed to be scraped off, or any little edges that needed to be cleaned around where the ceiling fan was, if it's dirty where the mark was. If you got any marks, clean those off with simple green and a brush or a rag or whatever. And so I've got this whole area all ready, other than taking that smoke alarm off. So that's the next thing I want to do. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.